It's actually funny that you mentioned tropical fish, because I did have a tropical fish tank when I was at university. It's huge. It was 33 gallons. Actually, it was so big that it covered my whole drawer, and there was nothing else that I could put on top of it. It was just all fish tank. I loved it though. I had to get rid of it when I went off to take horticulture. Oh yeah, my speech. We're really lucky here in Canada, especially in the Lower Mainland, where so many peoples from so many different cultures have congregated in order to make lives for themselves, for their families. And in doing so, they brought parts of their culture with them, different perspectives, and most importantly, different foods. One only needs to quickly skim through the restaurant section of the Yellow Pages to really get an appreciation for the plethora of choices that are available for our culinary pleasure. Step into a Thai restaurant for a plate of pad Thai. Heaven. Tarry in an Italian eatery for a plate of osso buccio. Oh, I am in flavor country. Or perhaps stop by an Indian eatery for a serving of butter chicken. Oh, excuse me. Ethnic dining experiences can be found from all corners of the globe. And from my family's corner, Vietnam, we have not been delinquent in our culinary contribution to the Vancouver dining experience. Vietnamese restaurants have been popping up everywhere with their offerings of servings, savory servings, of beef noodle soup, colloquially known as pho, although it's actually pronounced pho. Everybody say it, pho. Pho. Very good. It's our #1 export. It's the Vietnamese version of American hamburger or Italian pasta, except the only difference is nobody really makes it at home because nobody knows how to make it. Until tonight. Tonight, I am going to share with you the secrets of making a nice, tasty bowl of pho. Now, the secret, as with any soup, is in broth. And there's different ways you can do it. I mean, you can use beef bones as your starting point, but in my house, what we use is oxtail. Cheap as chips, super tender when cooked, and really tasty. I don't know if you want to pass it around or not. But maybe not. Basically, you want about 1 part oxtail to 4 parts water. Toss it in there, fill in your water. Then you'll want to throw in your aromatics. You can use celery, carrots. It doesn't really matter. My mom uses daikon radish. It's all the same. But one thing that my mom will do. Oh, let me see what I got here. Is she'll get a chunk of ginger and 1 whole onion, and she'll take the outer skin off, and she'll place it on the stove top element to char it. Okay. Once it's charred, then she throws it. I don't know why, but it does make a difference in the taste. Add a little bit of salt, bring it to a gentle boil, and then let the fat and the marrow come to the surface. You can skim it off if you want. It doesn't really make a difference to the flavor, but it does make for a clearer broth. Once you've done that, it takes about 20 minutes. Then you want to add your spices. Now, my mom has this mystery jar of stuff. You can pass it around. She doesn't even know what's in it, or maybe she just doesn't want to tell me. But as far as I can tell, there's cinnamon, there's cloves, star of anise, coriander seeds, cumin seeds, and pepper. And that seems to be about as complete a recipe as you can get. Alternatively, if you want, you can get these prepared, pre-made stuff in the Vietnamese section of your Asian market. It comes with these little packets. That you can grab a handful and put it in cheesecloth and then wrap it up and throw it in. I don't even bother with that. I just grab a handful and just throw it in there. But once you've done that, you want to lower the heat a little bit and then let it cook for about 1 to 2 hours. A little bit longer, the longer the better, but 1 to 2 hours is pretty good for the most part. In the meantime, you can get together your condiments and garnishes, which would involve bean sprouts, basil, some more onion that we want to slice super thin. Also green onion, which you can dice, and then you also want raw sirloin beef, which you'll want to slice in paper thin as well. If you freeze it, it'll be a lot easier to slice. Yeah. Oh yeah, the last thing, of course, is you want your noodles. There are a lot of different brands out there. It doesn't really matter. As long as you've got flat rice noodles, then you're good to go. You want to boil it till it's al dente, so just a little hard, so that when you add your broth, it's going to cook those noodles a little bit more, and then it'll be just perfect. Once the soup is boiled for long enough time, you'll want to add salt to taste. What we add is fish sauce, and what it is basically salty fish flavored liquid. You can smell it if you want.
It contains no squid.
Oh, I can't guarantee that. But basically, it just adds another dimension to the flavor of the broth. When you're preparing your bowl, what you want to do is you have your bowl, you'll put in your serving of noodles, then you'll add your sliced onions that you've already sliced, and also put a layer of the beef on top of it. And then when you add the broth, when it's hot, the broth will instantly cook the meat. So that's going to be medium rare or well done, and that's why you want to cook the onion or slice the onions and the beef really thin so that it cooks easy. And then you can add the garnishes however you want. You can add the bean sprouts, the green onion, the basil, pretty much to your heart's content. Then you can also add other condiments to jazz it up a little bit. You have your hot sauce. You can use any type of hot sauce that you want. That's the name. And this is hoisin sauce, which is often commonly put into the soup. It's like a sweet sauce, and then you can also, if you really are adventurous, you can get jalapenos and then dice it up. I don't do that just because it's not my cup of tea. And that's pretty much it. Dig in and enjoy a taste of Vietnam. So it's the ultimate comfort food, especially during the cold winter months when you want to warm your belly up from the winter's chill. So if you're feeling adventurous and you want to take a little trip to an exotic land at your dinner table, give Pho a try. It's really cheap, it's easy to make, and really tasty. And if you've tried it a few times, I'm willing to bet that it'll become a family favorite. Family trip. Sure, this is up.
It shouldn't have touched the bottom. All right. Yeah, we can leave this here for a little bit.
Clean it up.